I'm Phil Spray. I play double bass violone in IBO. Started piano and so on, and my dad would give me a couple of dollars as a teenager, and I was supposed to go downtown and I could buy an LP with his $2, $3, but it had to be an LP of Bach. One time I said, Dad, there's no Bach. I came home with Beethoven. And I learned, no, you have to get Bach. So, and Mom played Bach chorales all the time and piano, so I grew up that way. Went through recorders. I played modern viola for about a year, but what I really wanted to be a rock musician. And I wanted to play bass guitar in a rock band, and was in it for a while and wrote the rock songs and so on. And that kind of turned into composing my own music, and then it turned into more classical music, and the violone appeared. I loved rock music. In fact, I think that there are similarities. I'm a 1-5-1 junkie. The tonic dominant tonic, which is the core of rock music, and it's the core of Baroque music too. So there's similarities there. That little hook of the dominant getting back to the dominant, I never get tired of it. Both rock music and Baroque music. I was part of the original gang about 30 years ago, up in Tom's living room. And that would have been me and Tom, Barbara Kalauer, Lisa and Davis Brooks, Susan Chan, violist here in the city, Dean Franke, violinist with the symphony. We all met to form the Indianapolis Baroque Orchestra. So many breakfast meetings, many bottles of wine, many martinis, planning out the IBO. And those were heady days back then. Baroque instruments were just starting, and Baroque orchestras were a rare thing. There were a couple in the country. But Indianapolis was kind of a spot for early music because of the Indianapolis Early Music Festival, and Tom Binkley down in Bloomington had started the Early Music Institute down there. So we had kind of a special situation here with players. Well, the instrument I play, the double bass violone, a lot of people say, I notice you have frets on it. I notice there are 6 strings on it. That's not the way a double bass is. I said, well, that's the way an early double bass was, because it's a viola da gamba. It's from the earlier viola da gamba family with 6 strings with frets, kind of like a bowed guitar in some ways. So my interest does go more with the viola da gamba family. I play with viola da gamba groups, but really it comes down to music. So this is a real joy to get to do this. I feel very fortunate to be able to play with IBO and do this. It's a dream come true.